Well, good day, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday here at 2. And today is a little different. I don't have Jen here today just simply because, as most people know, that I am a fireman on the off days that I'm not doing marketing. So, yesterday, my station, we were on that struggle bus hardcore. It was a very busy day, had multiple fires, and up all night long. So today is a little bit rough, and figured it'd be easier to do it from the home office for obvious reasons. So now that everybody's coming in here, so it's just me. So I'm kind of doing multiple duties today. We got the people chiming in and loving it. Thank you, Kate, and all that good stuff. So I'm trying to monitor that, but then I'm also going to try to give you the information that we're sharing today. And let's take a wild look and see what I'm sharing today. And it is those managing directors. And that's kind of what we're talking about. Now, I was hoping, because I know we have some marketing people in our private group, I was kind of hoping they would chime in to give us, more insights and maybe what they do for their companies, but nobody did. It's kind of like crickets. So that's a little disappointing because this is all about you guys and what it is you guys do. Because, hey, we get it. You guys are busy, which you should be. But this group is all about helping each other. And if you guys aren't even willing to chime in, there's a problem there. So anyway, why don't we get into marketing directors. So what does a marketing director do? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to talk about some tools that's going to make a marketing director, or they're also called marketing managers. Those are two pretty similar terms. A marketing director or a marketing manager, their primary jobs is that they're working for, a company, a business, an organization, and basically their main function in their job is they're the overseers of marketing campaigns and branding techniques. What the heck does that mean? That means they're responsible, to have conversations with the owners or the managing group or whatever that is. And they're supposed to come up with a marketing campaign, and then they are the ones that are coming up with the marketing strategies to implement said marketing campaign. So I hope that made sense. And that can be anywhere from, the brainstorming ideas to the implementation of the large-scale plans. They're going to be doing all the research and analyze all that research, and then come up with that plan. And part of that plan is always, well, at least I hope it's always, going to include social media. And that company or organization or business is going to take their social platforms and it's going to bring them into this marketing campaign. Now, like I said in the video before, it is, if you are a business or an organization that has, the luxury, and it's a luxury, that you have the money or the capital to pay for a marketing manager or a marketing director, then, hey, you're one up and you can afford that. That's great. because you have that person that's going to be able to help your business or organization. And normally what happens is these marketing managers and directors, they're looking, the ones that we deal with, they're reaching out to agencies like ours to kind of help them with their strategy. And, that can be anywhere from, the marketing directors kind of outsourcing. They're reaching out to a company like Deckard and Company to take on that social media aspect of their campaign. They are managing it, and an agency like Deckard and Company is implementing. So that's kind of what a marketing manager does. And then they also have other hats that that it could be in their contract, that if a company needs different services that this person is going to provide along with the marketing side. So marketing managers, marketing directors, what do? Well, they pretty much do everything. So yeah, so I'm kind of hoping to see some questions or anything like that before we go any further, but I'm not seeing anything. Kind of sad day, I guess. I guess everybody's on the struggle bus, or it's a difficult subject. I don't know. So let's see here. Let's see if that pops in. So anyway, let's talk about social platforms. So the other day, kind of got an email from a marketing director, and they were talking about scheduling, with Facebook's new look, their upgraded look, which is another struggle bus to begin with there. I guess it wasn't allowing this director's scheduled posts to work. So they were asking how to switch back to the Facebook Classic. So kind of showed him that. So I'm kind of hoping it worked for him. Haven't heard back. But the big question here, and this, and if you don't have the luxury of having a marketing director, and say you're a small business or an entrepreneur, and especially when you're just starting out, you might not have the money to hire one. So you are the marketing director or manager. So somebody's got to do it. Whether you want to believe it or not, somebody has to be in charge of your marketing. Marketing is so important. If you're not marketing, you're not going to get better and you're not going to make more money. Don't hope and pray that you're going to get somebody to visit your website if you're not marketing your website. Because on your website, you're going to have your services or your products, and you're going to tell them exactly what you're going to do for them. So without marketing any of that information to anybody, and that definitely means you're social posting and maybe doing some social ads, you're not going to get any better. And then you're going to wonder 6 months down the road why you're not doing anything, or you're stagnated, or I don't understand. I have built a website. Well, are you advertising the website? Just because you built it, it's not like in that movie. You build it, they will come. That's not entirely accurate in the business, marketing, website world. You have to do a little effort and work. All right, so let's talk about social managing plans. And I'll make this quick. So part of that whole situation with this last marketing director we were kind of chit-chatting with, my big question was, why on earth would you be scheduling a post using the social media platform's native platform? Why? Because there's so many other services out there the tools basically that allow, a marketing team to do social posts so much better. And we're talking scheduling, and especially being a marketing manager or a director, you want to be able to print off some really good reports from all the social media that you're doing into one great, good looking report that you can hand to your owners and say, this is the work that we have been doing for you in this beautiful, easy to read report. And this is from all the work that we have been doing, because it's going to show it in the report. Our social traffic is booming, and that traffic is, it's going over to our website where they're buying our product or service, or if you're an organization, a nonprofit, they're coming from your social because you're doing so good at it. And then it takes them to the website where the people are going to get the information that they're looking for and say, I want to donate to this nonprofit organization because I believe in what they're doing and I want to help this organization. So all this stuff ties together. And if you're not using the correct and the best tools out there, you are on the struggle bus from the beginning because you are trusting that social platform's scheduling tools, and they can't even get their stuff together for you to do a regular post on any given day. So let's head over, and I'm going to screen share, and we'll take a look at some of the platforms that we have used, and I will show you the one that we at Deckard & Company use every day. So without further ado, why don't I head over and let's take a look at the first social media scheduling platform, which is Hootsuite. Everybody knows Hootsuite. I can't personally stand Hootsuite, but it does make a marketing manager and director's life easier to schedule out your post. And I can tell the only reason I don't like Hootsuite is the dashboard. The dashboard is absolutely horrible. But if you can get past that, it's a really great platform to schedule out all of your social posts. And it's also great for listening. So you're going to get, all that feedback from people viewing your posts because it's going to pull all that data in. And it's just all these platforms I'm going to show you today do the same thing. Hootsuite is probably, out of the ones I'm showing you, the cheapest. We're not going into pricing. Just know going in that if you want to do really well, you're going to pay something every month to use these platforms to make your life easier. And it really honestly does make your life easier. So Hootsuite is the first one. As we kind of scroll through, you can kind of see how it's set up. You can come up with, where to post it to, schedule it. You can post it right away. It's pretty nice. Gives you those streams and stuff. This is kind of what the dashboard looks like, this little section right here. But it pulls all that data into one platform, which makes it so much better. And sorry, I got to take a drink. Coffee, it's keeping me going today. Okay, so that's Hootsuite. Like I said, probably one of the most popular ones out there. There's a ton of them, folks. We don't have all day to do this. So I kind of picked the ones that we've used. So, okay, the next one, which is one that I really like, but on the pricing scale, this is probably the most expensive one you're going to use, which is called Sprout Social. Sprout Social kind of takes what Hootsuite did, but puts it in a much more beautiful layout on the dashboard. And like I said, Sprout Social, I really liked it, but there was a couple of aspects as far as a agency like ours. there was a couple things that this does not do that the one that we use, which I'll show you at the end, allows us to do, and that would be calendars that we can share with our clients. And we can, because some clients, they want to make sure that they basically give the okay to post everything. So that's where a shared calendar comes in, where we can create the social post, push it out to the client, and the client can give feedback. If they want to see something a little different, wording maybe, a little bit of a different graphic or whatever it is, and then they give the final approval for that post to go out. So that's the one thing that Sprout Social did not offer. I don't know if they offered it now, which they probably should. But Sprout Social is definitely one of my favorites. And here's the dashboard. Gives you these absolutely wonderful, just look at the dashboard. It's beautiful. And this here shows you, the listening. Here's the publishing screen. These here would be your scheduled posts, which make your life so much easier because it's coming into this platform to do everything. And then, of course, any engagement you can go into when people share, especially when they comment. You want to make sure that you're commenting on everything, and then the analytics, the reporting. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's move on to the next one, which is Buffer. Buffer is a pretty popular one, especially for like people with Instagram and stuff like that. But Buffer's great. It's not as pretty, but it does the job. Same concept, same basic layouts, not too bad. And like I said, here's the Instagram. Instagram with Buffer is awesome. But it allows you to, like I said, and this is all about scheduling posts. Create the post, schedule it for later. Especially if you're like I said, a startup where you are it. You're not only running the business, you're doing all the marketing for the business. Oh, and guess what? You're also actually doing the business. Maybe you're selling products. You're selling those products. You're packaging those products, and you're shipping those products. You're doing everything. So, social media, when you're working it into a marketing plan, you want to make sure that you're doing it. So you got to treat it as a job, So, what I always tell, our clients is that if we're not managing your social, you're doing it. Maybe take Monday. Monday is your social media day, where Monday you're going to set aside a couple of hours to create all of your social posts for maybe the next week. That way you always stay a week ahead, which makes it kind of nice. But that Monday, going into the office, that I got to do social posts today. But at least you're going to do it. So you get those done, get them out of the way, and then all you're doing for the rest of the week is running your business, and you're monitoring the posts that you scheduled last week for this week. For those comments, shares, questions, you're going to get questions, which is great. But using these platforms, you're going to be able to interact much easier, and you're not switching from one platform to another to answer different questions from different places. It's all in one dashboard, which makes it kind of nice. Okay, so here's another one of my favorite. We actually use this for quite a while. It's called Cloud Campaign. I really liked Cloud Campaign, but the last one I'm going to show you is the one we decided that we're going to use for a while. So Cloud Campaign, everything's the same basic concept. You can schedule all your posts, but the nice thing about Cloud Campaign is, as we scroll through the page and kind of look, it really nice and clean layout. Love that. But, and then here is going to show you. So as you create content in Cloud Campaign, every time that you create a piece of content, it's going to save it into your library for later use, repurposing. This by far is the best platform for that, I think. It's a newer one. It's a newer player to the game. Notice the cloudcampaign.io. That's usually set aside for an income. A brand new platform with that IO extension. But I'm telling you, we got into it in the very beginning when they first started, and I got to watch them grow into what they are now. And if it wasn't for a couple of small little aspects, we would not have switched from this to the one I'm about to show you. So, with that being said, Cloud Campaign is it's pretty affordable. If you're a single business, so if you're a marketing manager or a director, this is a great platform to get into because, if you're not an agency like ours, agency prices are crazy. They're through the roof because you're bringing in multiple clients, to run their social media campaigns on this one platform. So you're basically buying a bunch of single licenses. But if you are an organization or that small business owner, this might be the platform for you to look at because, like I said, with this platform, every piece of content you create, you can save it in your library and use it again, repurpose it, which is great. And the best thing there in this platform, you can take the same picture and create 10 different text information that goes with that picture. So every time this thing repurposes, it'll be a different caption, which is unbelievable, which is pretty cool. Makes your job so much easier. So much easier. Okay, so now the last item on the ticket, the one that we use here at Deckard & Company, is called Agor Pulse. Agor Pulse, it's not cheap, but it's definitely not a Sprout Social. But it lets us, as the agency, to do a little bit more, which is why we switched to Agor Pulse from Cloud Campaign. Agor Pulse schedules everything just like normal. I mean, it's a nice clean layout. This is kind of the way it looks right here. You would have your different social platforms, and over here it shows where you have placed on your calendar your scheduled posts, so that when you schedule a post, you're not overlapping, you're not accidentally posting at the same time. Yeah, kind of a pain in the butt when you do stuff like that, but great platform for scheduling your posts. The social inbox, which is, when people comment, ask questions, they want feedback from you. It goes into this social inbox, and you can monitor it and reply. Make sure nobody's left out there wondering, well, is this business or organization even for real? They just posted this an hour ago, and I asked a question, and they haven't answered in days. What the hell? So there you go. Everything in the one platform. So yeah, the reporting. You as a social manager, as a marketing manager or a managing director or a marketing director, reports, very important. Why on earth would you? Let's say you have your Facebook, you have your Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn Business. You have a company page, and you're managing all four of those. And right now, you log into Facebook, do a scheduled post. Oh, okay. Now let's log into Instagram, which if you don't have the two connected, you have to do this. And then you'd have to log into Instagram, do a post. Oh, now I have to log into, see where it gets a little confusing. Using a system like this, you can do it all from one dashboard. You can monitor everything, and then you can run these reports for your owners, for those, the principals, whatever you want to call them, the people that are above your pay grade. They want to know the work that you're doing making the ROI worth it. And if you don't know what an ROI is, it's the return on investment. And a marketing manager and a marketing director has attached to it an ROI. And if they aren't doing their job, making the company, the business, the organization money, then they're going to have to look at getting someone who can. So that's why these reports are so important, because they're going to give you the insight to do your job and to do your job mo better. So, yeah. So with all that being said, that was kind of a lot, and I struggled through it a little bit, so I apologize for that today. I got a little sunburnt yesterday too. That's what those outside fires do to you. So I hope this information helped. Like I said, I was really disappointed that our marketing people in our private group didn't chime in and ask any questions, when they saw the video come out the other day, because I would love, because I know you guys wear so many different hats, and would love to know, and everybody in this group would love to know, what on earth you guys do? Well, it's a lot. So without you guys saying, well, I do all this, give them a list. This is my daily thing, but nobody chimed in. So anyway, on that note, and there's absolutely no questions I see, so we're going to close this live session down and reevaluate. So it's good stuff. So anyway, thanks guys. As always, love putting these live streams on for you, hoping that the information that we're giving you is helping you, or at least really questioning what on earth you need to do to better your business in the marketing world. And that's kind of where we're at. And also, if you need help with anything, ask. That's what this group is all about. In the private group, if you're watching this video in the private group, it's what it's for. And if you're not watching the video in the private group and you're out here, we're still here to help you, absolutely. And if you want to join the private group where, it's all about learning and helping you succeed, let me know and we can get you in there. So with all that being said, I think I'm going to close her down today, and I'm going to drink the rest of this coffee, and hopefully it keeps me up for the rest of the day. So there you go, guys. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Thanks for watching this Tuesday at 2. And have a great day. Bye now. And do behave.